Welcome back to the news today. This is a one-on-one. My guest tonight is Mr. Lambert Mende Omalanga, Minister of Communications and Media of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Good evening, sir. Thank you very, very much for coming.
Good evening.
I'm trying to, when I heard that you're here in Israel, it was a little bit strange for me. What is bringing you to Israel?
Well, we are having some relationship with Israel for quite a long time. We have an ambassador here, and they have an ambassador in Congo. Of course, Israel is somehow far from our region of Africa, but still, since the 60s, we have had some good time with Israel. And I went this afternoon to meet with former President Shimon Peres, and he reminded me about all that have been done between our two countries. Let me talk of army, let me talk of agriculture, let me talk of medicine. And we are here to visit our partners of Spacecom. You know, this is a group specialized in satellite, since we are modernizing our infrastructures.
Did you discover something about Israeli and Congo relationship that you didn't know about before?
Yes, I must say that President Perez has a lot of souvenirs, and he really enriched me today with some information I didn't have, you know, being maybe a young boy by that time. And also I discovered that Israel is quite different than the image we are having of it following the global press about problems of security, about war. When I found the people determined, people working, very busy reconstructing their country, I went to the Jerusalem and up to the Dead Sea and Jordan at the frontier with Jordania, and I didn't feel at all a country at war. So this is an example for us African that we should, you know, handle our problems with calm.
Exactly. In this point, you are a country that is facing war, and you just in 2014, it was rated as the poorest country, one of the poorest countries in the world. And what I am trying to understand, how do you build a democracy when you are in such a, let's say, low point? How do you build the economy? How do you build the society all over again? How do you put democracy in maybe a broken country and you need to just rebuild it all over again?
I think that must be actualized a bit. Since 2009, things have started recovering in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. We have managed to solve the security issue by defeating these armed groups, these bandits who were killing people. We are now engaged with some rebels from Rwanda that were destroying our relationship with this neighboring country. We are finishing them very soon, and we didn't wait to reconstruct the country. And we are now enjoying the reputation of being a country with a growth of almost 10%. That is very rare in this world today. We were also labeled by Mr. Limpton, the deputy chairman of IMF, as one among the 3 countries that are more quick for the growth all over the world. Those are signals that Congo is recovering, and that image you were portraying, it was an image of 2008, maybe 2009, and is not very well depicting the reality now.
So try to show me again maybe the new reality of Congo, because I didn't visit there. And yes, just in these times, when the times that you're talking about, 2008 and 2009, there was a lot of critique about Congo, about the way that the society is treating the woman, about rape cases, about women's rights in the country. Where are you in this position right now?
I must say that there is a little confusion. They are not criticizing Congo as a country. They are criticizing the way our mothers, our sisters, our wives, our young kids girls are treated by who? Not by the government of Congo, not by common Congolese, but by these killers who mainly came from outside. We are a country with 9 borders. And all along our history, we have received a lot of people coming as refugees, coming as rebels against their government. All those people, we have decided to disband them. We are fighting them with the assistance of UN. If we were killers, if we were destroying women, be sure that the UN would not assist us. But of course, those people are making our sisters suffer. That is why we are fighting them. But it is not the government of Congo who are making suffer, because a soldier who can kill a woman is killing his mother. A Congolese soldier or a Congolese policeman who will torture a young girl will torture his own girl. But we are having thousands and thousands of killers all over Congo, and we have decided to end the history of those guys, because it is a shame for Congo and a shame for Africa.
You know, part of this is maybe taking women and putting them in maybe a decision-making positions. Do you see women in Congo taking a high-rank position to try and change and maybe remember and make the people remember that she she is the mother, she is the sister, she is the one who brought, yes, the daughter. She is the one who brought them and made a society. Do you see this happening?
We have thought about that. Let me tell you that not far from last year, the end of last year, our president, Joseph Kabila, went to the parliament with a legislation project to ask that the parliament allow that whenever we have electoral process, we make sure that 30% of those who will be proclaimed elected be women, even though they have less result than men. We should ask those men who were before them to accept this kind of sacrifice.
How did they accept that?
They didn't. They didn't. They really, for once, they really oppose the president. We are still fighting because the president have decided to use all his leadership to convince the legislators, but he can't force them. But we are working, and we hope that before the end of his term next year, by the end, we will have that legislation. We think that this is the answer.
How do you explain this? How do you explain this, that they didn't accept that they are not seeing the woman as equal?
That is, I think, cultural, first of all. And, you know, when you fight to change some way of thinking of people, you must be cautious, take time, and be the more deep possible. It is what we are doing. Maybe we went too quickly with them. So we have restarted that job and try that when we are changing the legislators now, because we are having elections, we shall really work with people who are progressive, and we shall make that condition one among those who would like to be supported by our political parties.
You know, you're seeing what is happening in all over the world, the terror concerning. Are you concerned about the rise of terror in the world, and especially maybe concerning the war that you have?
We are among the victims of terror in Congo. There is a part of Congo, when you come to Kinshasa, well, there is no problem. When you go to Lubumbashi or Kisangani, people are enjoying life. But when you go countryside, like what we call the Great North, Beni, Lubero, Butembo, near the border with Uganda, near Uganda, you will find people being killed day by day, night by night. People came, some killers came from Somalia to kill our people. Those are terrorists, and we have asked our Africa Unity to work together with us, to work together with the people from Nigeria and the other victims of terrorists to disband all these killers.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough time with you, Mr. Lambert Mende Omalanga. Thank you very, very much for being with us. And thank you, our viewers, for being with us tonight.